Hey Lucie, good stuff. So thank you for obviously getting on board with online coaching again. I just thought I'd kind of walk you through your new kind of training cycle and kind of reasoning behind it, and do you a little video kind of as to why you're doing it, and obviously what benefit you're going to get out of it. Now, obviously you're going to receive an email from me this morning. I've attached this muscle mapping work. So this is some of the stuff we covered with Eugene. Now the lead down hip abductions. So that is sitting up straight with your legs out in front of you at a 45-degree angle. What you're going to do is just lift your legs straight up. Let's just sat up straight. Just hold that for 5 seconds. Now you'll probably feel quite a sharp contraction in hip flexor. Psoas muscle. Obviously, it's going to be almost like a cramping feeling, and we want that. Most people feel as though they need to stretch their hip flexors and lengthen them, when actually they probably need to strengthen them up. So these are really good exercises to really strengthen your hip flexors and get that done. And then also you can kind of go into square movement, so lift your leg up and then create like small square circles and form 10 reps on each side. It's going to hurt a lot, quite a sharp contraction, but you actually want that. Now, dead bugs. Obviously you probably have done these before. What I want you to kind of focus on is kind of your breathing. So inhale through your nose, brace your abs, and then slowly lower your legs simultaneously to the floor whilst keeping your back flat. Now, I like putting in a foam roller in between your other leg and knee. Okay, so holding that in your brace position, so you getting that isometric contraction on the opposing side to the when you're lowering. Really good exercises, and gets kind of rectus abdominis kind of firing up again. Really good. Clams. Okay, so obviously getting that glute active and making sure you're using glute in your squat and other movements is really important. So perform like 5 to 10 reps, and then what we do is just hold that contraction for like a minute on each side. So keep it in the glute, don't let it come to your back. Keep that contraction and keep yourself there for about a minute on each side. And then jump up and have a little walk around and see how that feels. You'll find it will actually affect your gait, and that's basically how you walk as well. Obviously, you know that you're a phys. So hamstring fuck uppers, okay? So you can do these lying over a bench, and then put your feet up against a Smith machine. So drive through your heel, abs braced again, and just lift yourself up. So a bit like a Nordic curl, and just hold that contraction. Perform 5 to 10 reps focusing on like eccentric load, and you'll feel a really sharp contraction in your hamstrings. Again, we're just kind of mapping those hamstrings and get that neurological connection really good. Another thing people may find is if they are kind of like trap dominant, so not actually engaging rhomboids when they're doing exercises. So what you need to do is get yourself like a 5 kilo, maybe even 10 kilo bar, depending how strong you are. Sit up straight on the edge of like a box or bench, arms up straight, and then what we're going to do is focus on protracting your shoulders, retract, and then squeeze that bar in, and just again hold that for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And really focus on squeezing your rhomboids again, those muscles fired up. And you can usually find that kind of happening. There's a couple of things that I haven't put in there actually. So people find it really hard to kind of engage their lats, or kind of find that lat engagement. So using like a straight arm pull down single arm and just pulling in and then retracting that shoulder, squeezing into the lat. Again, you're going to get that kind of lat mapping, which again is good. Get that neurological connection. So a few things in there to kind of do as activation work before going into your actual training plan is very good. Anyway, let's get on to it. Training. Woo! Okay, we want to get you strong AF. Where are we? Obviously, because you've got quite a lot of workouts in here. Filter. No. Strength, hypertrophy work. There we are. Cool. Lucie, there we are. Right. Preview workout, let's go through it. So yeah, you've got 2 lower body sessions a week, and then you're going to go upper body session, lower body session, then take a rest day. Then you're going to do push, pull, lower. Okay. So you're going to see there's only 2 working sets So if you need to do a warm-up set on the exercise, absolutely fine before you go into your working weight. Obviously, I would do that. But then, yeah, 2 working sets. So again, really focus on the tempo. So here we've got 3-0-1-0. So taking 3-second eccentric phase, and then coming up into that concept with a 1 second, and then keep tension all the way through. But you know, these sets should be kind of, you know, sub-maximal. So working at 70 to 80% and really pushing yourself on 2 working sets. Obviously, when you've done this, you know, you can see that, you know, there's actually not that many exercises in there, yeah, especially when there's only 2 sets. So the workout's going to be a little bit shorter, but a little bit more intense. So for each of these sets, you know, I want you working at that kind of, you know, really kind of 80% level. And you're going to get a huge benefit from that in terms of kind of strength and hypertrophy. But I thought I'd kind of run through it with you anyway, just on this video, and then you kind of understand why you're doing it and what you're kind of looking for. But any questions, obviously, if you need me to kind of go through it, let me know. We can jump on a call and then get that done for you. Cool.